I just had to hear all that for 5 years, really.
Yeah.
You know, so it was a bit frustrating because people that's on the outside looking in, they didn't have an idea what was really going on. But they was just, you know, making up stuff, and the media and other people that believed them was just going with it.
Yeah.
So once we got the fight over with, it was just like a sign of relief.
And before we go into that photo,
I haven't talked about that yet.
Okay, let's talk about this. Terrence Crawford's a great champion as well.
Yeah.
You're a great champion?
Yeah.
First time you've seen him in a while. What did you guys tell each other tonight?
Nah, he just said something. So I don't know. Let's there from on. I like it. I like it. You been
around this long.
Yeah, let's there from on. I like it.
So you know fights.
I like that.
Errol Spence Jr. found his passion for boxing again after training alongside Terrence Crawford, ahead of Crawford's upcoming fight against Canelo Alvarez.
It could happen. I mean, why not? If Crawford wanna challenge himself to be great, let him try to be great, you know. So, you know what I'm saying, I'm with it. So, you know, I'll be going for Bud, you know, if he fight Canelo, I'll be going for him. I mean, I don't know if he gonna win or lose, but I'll definitely be going.
While working out with Crawford, Spence told a reporter that he's planning a boxing comeback later this year. However, he didn't share further.
At 25, y'all gotta stop capping on me, man. The only reason I look overweight in that picture is because I had on like 3 sweaters that's cold as fuck in Japan. Like, stop it with this shit, man. I stay fit, man. You did? Yes, sir. And
Spence also joined Crawford for a jog and some fitness workouts. The two didn't spar, they just talked for a while before Spence left. Their interaction suggested mutual respect, and with Crawford having moved up from the 147 pounds division to fight Canelo, a rematch between them seems unlikely.
Bud Crawford and Errol Spence Jr. for providing us an unbelievable night of boxing here in Las Vegas.
Fans were excited to see the two legends together. One said, "I don't care about a Spence versus Crawford rematch anymore, but I do want to see Spence return." Many agreed that his loss to Crawford doesn't diminish his legacy. He still has plenty to offer.
I would never want to fight him coming off an accident like that. Because when I beat him, then y'all gonna say it was because of the accident. He fought. He beat Danny Garcia. I was in the crowd. I said, nah, he can't beat me. That's the first time I seen Spence fight live. I said,
so you knew then when you seen that?
I'm like, yeah, because you know it's different on TV than when you watching it up.
Another fan added, Spence could really energize the 154 lb division. We need more action there. Since his loss to Crawford in 2023, Spence hasn't fought. Crawford dominated that match, handing Spence his first career loss. Spence now holds a record of 28 wins, 1 loss, and 20 to knockouts.
In the fight?
Yeah.
But I just felt like, you know, he came prepared and he was ready and he fought a good fight.
Yeah.
He was awkward. He was patient. He was determined. He stuck to his game plan, and he did what he had to do to make it.
Spence recently admitted on social media that the worst decision of his athletic career was drinking. His post caught the attention of Gervonta Davis, who's scheduled to face Lamont Roach. Spence wrote, "If you're an athlete, focus on your goal. Drinking was my biggest mistake." Critics questioned his recent performance, but Spence fired back on X, formerly Twitter, saying some fans overused the word washed.
Say, oh, well, he's money hungry. He's looking at money and he's trying to cash out and this and that. I've been getting money for years. I've been getting money for years.
Yeah.
And I'm not stupid with my money.
Right.
As you can see, I don't buy no Ferraris, Lamborghinis, and, you know what I mean, walk around with 100 people around me and got all this jewelry that I done bought.
Before losing to Crawford, Spence was the unified welterweight champion, holding WBA, WBC, and IBF titles from 2017 to 2023, now 34. He hasn't fought in nearly 2 years, but is expected to return for a big-name fight, though he had a rematch clause after losing to Crawford. He chose not to activate it.
We got caught. Boxers will do more, but things happen. You gotta learn from it. definitely, it was exciting. The whole build up to it and leading up to it too. So it's something that I wouldn't change for nothing. And I'm definitely open to the rematch, and hopefully it'll be at 154 pounds.
Spence was once in talks to fight WBC and WBO super welterweight champion Sebastian Fundora, but the fight never materialized. With repeated delays, many questioned whether he would return. Meanwhile, Crawford is preparing to face Canelo Alvarez at 168 pounds, a challenge that even Spence thinks he can overcome. Why not? If anyone can do it, it's Crawford, Spence said in a Fight Hub TV interview.
Not thinking about Canelo right now, but I mean, if the fight come across the table, I definitely take that fight. I feel like, 165, 168, that's more my natural weight, and it's a lot easier for me to make.
Spence added, if he fights Canelo, I'll support him. Win or lose, I'll be cheering for Crawford. His respect for Crawford stems from firsthand experience. Having seen how lethal he can be in top form, Spence compared Crawford's weight, jumped to that of Canelo, who started at welterweight and moved up to 175 pounds.
I think if anybody can pull it off, he can pull it off.
Yeah.
He's chasing greatness, so why not? Canelo came up to 175 and all that, and fought Kovalev and fought the other guy too. So I mean, if he can do it, and he started at 147. So I mean, if he's doing it, why can't?
Discussions have started about whether Spence deserves a place in the Boxing Hall of Fame. On the Pound for Pound podcast with Kamaru Usman and Henry Che Udo, Crawford claimed his own record guarantees his induction, but questioned if Spence's career meets the same standard. He's still chasing what I've already achieved, Crawford said.
A lot of poise, broke him down, and was able to stop him at the end.
Everybody's wondering what's going on with you and Terrence Crawford. This fight gonna happen?
I think it's gonna happen. We both want to fight. I want to fight. He wants to fight. And it's going down to negotiations. So I definitely gonna get the fight this year, and we're gonna square off this year with the biggest fight in boxing.
It is the biggest fight in boxing. Where and when, if you were guessing?
I don't know where, I don't know when, but it's definitely gonna be this year.
All right, we look forward.
Crawford further claimed Spence only fought in one division, never became undisputed, and beat Kell Brook after an eye injury. In response, former WBO champion Jamel Herring defended Spence, pointing out that he unified the welterweight division by defeating reigning champions like Brook, Porter, and Yuga's not vacant title holders. Herring also highlighted Spence's wins over Mikey and Danny Garcia, especially after Spence survived a life-threatening car crash.
There too, did you feel off physically or anything, or what was wrong in the fight?
Yeah, felt a little off physically, but most times I get through it. So, I thought it was gonna be just like the other times, but I couldn't kick it up a notch.
Yordenis Ugas, whom Spence defeated via 10th round TKO in 2022, also praised him. Even if he retired today, he deserves Hall of Fame status, Ugas tweeted. He noted Spence's comeback after a car crash and eye surgery and said he was honored to have fought him. Fighters are opponents, not enemies, Ugas added.
I'm about to take my belt off then.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
I'm gonna do it. Errol,
you don't need more than the belt. I don't know what you talking about. I ain't one of your kids.
I'm gonna treat you
more than the belt. I ain't one of your kids.
Treat you like one.
Yeah, all right, we gonna see.
All right, we definitely gonna see.
And there they are, ladies and gentlemen. It's the main event of the evening. Brought to you by Premier Boxing Champions. 12 rounds of boxing for the undisputed welterweight championship of the world.
I got a feel for his power. Probably like first, second round. He's a strong dude, but everybody at this top level have some type of power. But I think because my time was out, he was catching me in between shots.
I get to say I told y'all because I've been asking for these fights for years, and y'all been saying, "Oh, he's too small. He's gonna get this. He's gonna get broken." And each and every time,
put it in, put it all on the line. Round of applause for Errol Crawford and Errol Spence for providing us an unbelievable amount of boxing here in Las Vegas. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now I'd like to bring up is the first male.
Floyd Mayweather, you know, Oscar De La Hoya in his prime, you know, you can't. It ain't. So who else is there right now in that stratosphere other than Canelo? There is no one else. Tell me.
No, you got people that's approaching it.
Who's even approaching it? At 54 or
oh no, not at 54. I'm just saying people in boxing. You got Inoue.
Benavidez is approaching it. I think anyway, a big boxing event commands.
If you were to get it done, how do you get it done?
Yeah, that what you said?
Yeah, if you were to get it done against Canelo, how does Crawford get it done? Like,
you know, the thing with Crawford, which is pretty cool, is he can kind of transform seamlessly and do different things in the ring, which is pretty cool for him. Like for an example, he can box me